The US has 1.6 million tax-exempt organizations. Not-for-profit organizations pay more than 9.2% of American salaries. These organizations receive most of their funding in the form of federal grants and charitable donations. Unfortunately, these resources are limited, and many philanthropic initiatives are unable to cover their expenses. These social enterprises turn to new funding methods like social impact bonds.
A bond is when an investor lends a predetermined sum of money to an organization. For example, a city may sell bonds to raise capital for a large infrastructure spend, while a company may issue bonds to raise capital and to restructure its debt profile. A social impact bond creates a three-player dynamic: the charitable organization, the social investor, and the government. During the transaction, the social investor determines a bond sum with the government. The social investor then funds a charitable process that promises a tangible amelioration for a specified group. If the desired results occur, then the government repays the investor for their principal plus interest. SIBs are favorable to traditional financing for reasons including the pooling of resources, the drive for measurable success, higher scrutiny and data evaluation, and the investor taking any loss, not the government. SIBs address issues such as combating reconviction, improving education, tackling homelessness, and aiding female victims of domestic violence.
In 2016, there were 60 social impact bonds across 15 countries, and that number continues to grow. The first social impact bond was launched in 2010 to fund a project combating reoffending in the UK's Peterborough prison. In 2012, the United States launched its first social impact bond to reduce recidivism rates among youth at Rikers Island, New York's largest jail. This SIB is considered a success because although the primary investor, Goldman Sachs, took a loss, the government did not spend taxpayer dollars on this trial. In 2013, Australia implemented NUPIN, their pilot social impact bond. NUPIN is a bond aiming to restore children in foster homes to their families. In the first 2 years, the restoration rate was 6.1%, or 61.6%, yielding an investor return of 8.9%. In 2017, the US introduced its first environmental impact bond to construct an environmentally friendly system to manage stormwater runoff in Washington, D.C.
Currently, SIBs require comprehensive legal teams and compliance checks, incurring large expenses. The combination of different actors' optimization problems into a single algorithm creates a computational sustainability issue. Social impact bonds can be represented by an optimization problem with budget constraints, time constraints, and political constraints. The variables are the outcome metrics and the payments made. The problem for each SIB is to offer a service to a population at a minimal societal cost while maximizing the return to investors. Here are some expert opinions on SIBs.
As the market for SIBs matures, negotiating SIBs will continue to become more streamlined, and the time to develop an agreement will decrease. The costs related to lawyers, intermediaries, and evaluators will become integrated into the government's social optimization problem. In addition, the development of larger funds and rate card systems will also help reduce transaction costs, making SIBs a more profitable, versatile, and widespread form of investment. Social impact bonds provide an excellent means of funding preventative programs encouraging social innovation while ensuring that government funds are only allocated to specific projects.